Now for tying the constrictor knot. I use this straight Dyneema. It almost feels like it's wax. It's just very, very slick stuff, and it makes good cord for a constrictor knot. If you have like a nylon cord that has if you have a cord that has a nylon sheathing on it, you may have to use dish soap or wax the cord so that it slides over itself. So what I do is I loop it around, and the bottom line crosses over the top line, comes underneath, and it crosses back again. Now it goes underneath of itself, and then the loose end, it goes underneath of that. So basically what you've done is you've got a regular overhand knot right here, and then you have this line here, the loop, is going to be the locking loop. Now what that locking loop does is it acts like a finger. If I were tying this knot down and I wanted somebody to put a finger on it, well, that's what this cord is, that's what that extra loop is doing. That's the point of the constrictor knot. It's basically an overhand knot with a locking loop on it. And the cord is definitely too small to sit here and try to pull it down far enough. So the method I use, I don't have a vise. Some people use a vise and put one end in a vise and use all their body weight against that with a pair of pliers. They wrap it around and kind of lock it over. And then on this end, same thing on the other end. These pliers are not quite as good for this task, but we'll make it work. So it's looped around, and then I have two handles that I can really get a hold of. And as I pull it down, the other loop slides down with it. Now if you start pulling down and you notice that other loop isn't coming down, or when you pull that and let go, the knot comes back up, then you have a line that isn't sliding against itself, and it's not going to allow you to lock it down. So you either have to wax it soap it, somehow lubricate the line, or find a different line. And then to finish it off, I snip as close as I can. I snip that line off to get that as clean as possible. And for the video here, I'll just do it kind of a rough cut. And then I'll follow up with either a soldering iron or try to get a lighter in there and burn that off so it's nice and smooth. Some people will take heat shrink tubing and they'll put that over the top, shrink it down so that it's covered, and try to make it a little more hydrodynamic, but I'm not really worried about that. So that's the constrictor knot.